welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Cast and Chill. Last episode, we did check out a little bit of the Golden Fork River at the Beaver Dam. We're going to head back there for today's episode, just because we did get a couple of rod upgrades to help us out. And we kind of fished all the species I think there are for the first spot. And then we even unlocked another little hidden spot with giving another tip to the shopkeeper. Let's see, what else did I do last episode? Went over a little bit of how I probably won't have a genre focus for the channel. Again, I don't think I can really see this ever growing to being more than, like, just this little pastime hobby thing it is. So instead of worrying about, like, trying to see about really push for that, I think I'll just kind of keep working at trying to do the best I can for what I enjoy as what it offers. I talked about Sons of the Forest should be wrapping up sometime soon. I don't know. I think it's basically 2 weeks at max, 1 at minimum. I basically have to see how the gameplay goes and if it does work out towards that or not. I don't know what I will really be tackling after that. There's nothing that, like, has been jumping out at me as I want to do this next. I actually do think I know what little series I might do after we're done Cast and Chill, but I want to give this a little bit of time because with all the other series that have been a little bit more focused on, like, tunnel vision to the game and the content of that, I still want to have something where it kind of feels like a little more open and freeform for just general chat or questions or comments or curiosities, I should say, to come out and give a little bit of a channel there to open up with it. Okay, idle mode I might have to see about trying to change up if I can. Is there anything for how long it takes before... Okay, let's do 5 minutes... Oh, you know what? Let's do no auto start. That should fix that. And nothing's really hitting this here, so I guess we'll change this out for something else. You know what? Let's go back up for the Maple Scout, and we'll try the Jig Head. It does say Jig and Retrieve are the best methods for this, so... The only thing I'm not sure about that is... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I really got to be more active when it comes to, Oh, yeah, there's the bubbles. Let it go. Also, there is a bit of an audio cue I can listen out for, too, although... Admittedly, because I am chatting and trying to engage with you guys that way, my voice, I think, is overpowering that a little bit. There we go. New largest largemouth. And out you go again. So there are a few things to do with this. Like, it does say Jig and Retrieve. So it's not, I just can leave the lure sitting there and that should work. No, you're seeing, the more active I am with, like, its retrieval method, the much more luck we're having with things being interested. So we'll cast that out again. And there we go. Just like that, got another one interested. So although it does have, like, this idle mode that you could just let it play on its own, like, almost like a screensaver in the background, if you do want to actively engage with the game, it does support that very well. And that's also a bad habit of mine I do know I have with other games, is that I don't always, pay attention to all the information that's being given my way in them. Oh, can we get this big guy? Come on. Oh, I don't know if we can or not. Like, he's not pushing the line too much right now, but I'm also not really gaining anything on him either. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to get him in. For all the upgrades we're getting, the rod can still feel a bit, weak for things. It might just be I still do have to learn about, like, maybe there's a certain spot that has, like, different reel speed, depending on where you are, like, trying to bring in from. There we go. 1.7, not too bad. And maybe we'll try fishing over this way now. Toss you out. I should actually probably do, like, a full go of this area to check out, because I'm pretty sure we have seen all of the first location, going back and forth. Okay, nothing really interested there, so you know what? Let's paddle out all the way and see what's down further. But there also is, playing this today, I think there was an update coming out soon, or maybe it's already out, that's actually added a winter... Oh, little beavers. See a little one swimming right there. And yeah, it looks like that is as far as we can go here. So we'll see if we can get lucky with anything around the dam here. But it looks like it's evening once more. Well, stars you can kind of see out and about there. Oh, new species discovered. I guess maybe a catfish of some kind? Although it's not too interested in this, so I might have to try swapping this out for another lure. But maybe... Oh, nope, not that. Alright, let's see. Crappie, brown trout. We'll try the small spoon bait, and actually, what does it say the best retrieval methods are? Suspended, jigger retrieve, jigger retrieve, jigger retrieve. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, it does take a while to remember where you gotta put the cursor for each thing, but again, if I take my time, be a little more slow with it, it should work out alright. It doesn't seem like they're interested in this one, so I'll probably have to get a different lure entirely for them. That's okay, at least we have seen them. I think what we will do is switch back to the jig head. But we'll try going this way for a while and then see about getting a last couple of fish before we probably stop back towards the shop and maybe even go up to the new area today too. Yeah, we'll try right around here. This feels kind of like middle of groundish that we were working at beforehand. Oh, you, if you are interested, I don't think I'll be able to get you in. There we go. Almost thought for a second that I actually dodged it. Kind of doing the opposite of what I want to there, but we'll go a little further and try to get one more fish before we do set back in at the dock. And I think it's all basically just largemouth bass, but that's alright. Right now, it's just trying to get whatever funds we can for going after anything. And we'll cast that out. And just wait and see what we can get, if anything. Oh yeah, I think we have cleaned out most of the lake for them. Pretty open area here with nothing really swimming in it. There we are. And right on in. Oh, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's the boat full. Let's row our way back. Now, I don't know what the timescale is for, like, how we're seeing day shift. Like, because of how we did rest last episode and we saw, like, the slow time-lapse of it changing over to the time of day, it's probably happening just in the background while I'm not paying too much attention to it. But that was nice to see so much come in for that. Look who's back with a stringer full. Beauty, bud. Okay, yeah, so we got the drop shot. Oh! Okay, I guess as we find the fish out in the water bodies, that's when the lures for them will unlock. So we'll take that, so we'll stay around here. See, that needs large and extra large, and I don't think I've got the rod yet for that. So maybe what we'll do is get that, And maybe even get another thing of storage just to expand what we can catch. And yeah, so they love crankbait for that one. Drop shot is what we're going to be trying out. Those love the spoon bait. They love the jig head. And there's still one more fish from this area we didn't catch. And if each row is like it... No, actually, maybe each row and more might be a fishing spot. Even just by each row, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a fair variety to go for, so we'll have a lot of stuff to eventually catch. I'm just not sure what the little slash through the circle on the side means. Like, we do have an X on this one for whatever reason, and an X on that one too. But I don't know specifically what that means. Maybe I've caught all the sizes that it could be, and like we've checked everything off, whereas just one slash means you've caught one? I'm not too sure. But yeah, we'll row back out, switch out to that new drop shot we picked out, and try to get the catfish. But even choice music is a nice little one too, as you sit back and listen to it. Now, being, like, doing the recordings and doing all the chatting I do, I can hear some things that happen, but of course when I am talking with, like, anything audio-wise, there's a chance that I might speak over it. I usually try to balance recordings so that way the game's a bit quieter than I am, but you can still hear it too. Okay, so we want the drop shot, which is geo-retrieve. Nope, that. There we go. And let's go for there. One thing I am noticing, too, is depending on, like, the power I want to use for... Oh, there we go. The amount of power I want to use for my cast, you can actually see that by... There we go, bullhead catfish. Not too big. You'll watch where the cursor changes. It actually is like a little bar graph going larger and larger for the amount of power that you're going to put out. It's actually kind of interesting how this is set up for, like, a lure. Because it looks like there's the weight of the bobber at one end, and then the actual lure is floating above it. There we go. I think that's the biggest bullhead that was down there, but we'll take another look just in case. Seem to catch a fair few of them, given that... Yeah, there might be another one that's a decent size over there. There we go. I think these guys are so small that they are pretty easy to just bring in as I do. Yeah, I'll give you a pet, and I might actually see... Okay, we'll go for the little guppy, and I am going to try for the bobber, because there are these little green fish over here that I don't know actually what species they are. I don't know if I've caught them yet or not, but I have to imagine they only want to come in on, like, small rod and maybe the bobber for their size. Maybe not, though. Because, like... Yeah, they don't seem interested at all. I'm wondering, are those maybe more crappy? Oh, there we go. We'll find out in just a moment since one decided to strike. Yeah, okay, those are just crappy. So we've been catching those. That's nothing to really worry about. We're going to row a little bit more to the right, and then that way we can cast off to the back. Using the drop shot and see if we can get one of those last larger ones of the catfish. So let's get the Maple Scout. Get ourselves the drop shot. And see if we can get lucky again. Toss that right on over and bring it along. Okay, yeah, looks like we've moved into the brown trout area a fair bit more, so we'll get this last catfish and then switch over, see about trying to get some of the brown trout in. There we go. Yeah, so we get two more we can try for. See how... I do gotta be careful what size we try going for here. I mean, one nice thing is we don't have to worry about the equipment breaking on us. But we also don't want something that we know we just probably won't be able to get in either. And that's actually the newest big catch of the brown trout, so I really haven't been going after any of them recently. Okay. Let's see if we can get one of these bigger ones. There we go. And bring you right in. There we are. Okay, we'll head back for the dock and see what these go for. It does seem like, depending on the species, they do have different prices that they go for, too. Like, all the threadfin shad were 5, but these bullhead catfish, maybe they'll be, like, worth 8 or something around there. We'll just see once we make it back. And then we do have time that I think we might actually try going up to that last little area that we just opened up this week as well. Ooh, 28. Okay, they are worth a lot more than I was expecting them to be. Yeah, 161. That pans out pretty well for us. Back already? Fish must be jumping in the boat. Basically, I think we'll get the last upgrade to get a full catch that we can for this one. That'll need 100. Or should I go for... You know what? I'm going to go for the max of that. Okay, now there's a big difference between these two. But that's that. I don't think I need the line length all that much. It hasn't really seemed to do that much for a difference right now, so I can probably hold off on that. And we'll probably see about just trying to get the funds for these other lures. But we'll venture our way up to the Mistwood now. And this sounds like it might be an interesting spot. Ooh. They even have like a, well, as the name implies, a little bit of a mist effect over the water. Still don't know why I'm always going out at night, though. I guess it is just, maybe I have to set the time. No, see, I thought I had set the time of day before, but it has turned back to this. I do think, actually, there is different soundtracks depending on what spot you're out at. Okay, so I think we'll stick with the Maple Scout. And we'll try the Jig Head here. And let's try a really far cast out just to get a good idea of, like, scouting out what could be in the waters here. Okay, so we got a new species. Might be a trout or salmon of some kind. I don't know if I'll get any info on, like, what the best thing to use here will be. So we'll just try going with this and see if anything strikes or not. Yeah, it basically seems like it's an entirely new fishing region. There's so many fish that are, like, completely new species for us. Okay, you know what? If it is going brand new, then I think what I will do is start from the smallest up. So we'll go for the bobber on the small rod, cast that a good ways out there, and give it a moment or two and just see if any of these little schools that are swimming around do get interested in it and strike. Okay, I'll have to remember to try fishing to the left side after a moment, just because these guys do seem like they take a little bit further to... Oh, see, they didn't even seem to care too much. Another new species. It really is the case of... Actually, I wonder... I'll stay out a little bit longer, see if we can get anything, but I'm wondering if all of these species that we're encountering here will have their own specific lures I'll have to pick up from the shop. Because, like, as it stands right now... Oh, there we go. Something's finally interested in it. Okay, let's bring you in and see what you are. Okay, so that's a rock bass. Not too big, but it is at least something. We'll try another far cast out. And I'm kind of surprised the little guys here weren't interested at all. Let's even get one more rock bass. And then maybe I will actually head back for the shop. Just in order to check and see if it is the case of we'll need brand new lures for a lot of the species here. Like little pokes and prods, but nothing that's like really energetic or really likes it. Yeah, I don't think anything that we've got is going to work here right off the bat. Yeah, it's just been basically a lot of pokes and prods, but nothing that feels like it's actually been more substantial of, like, they really do want to go for it, so... We'll row our way back towards the dock and check and see what the shop has for inventory. Just cruise our way along, and then take a little bit of a look. There we go. Yeah, just 11 for the rock bass. Spoon bait, spinner bait. Okay, drop shot for them, and spinner bait there. About time. Show starting. Okay, well, we can actually pick that right up. So you know what? Because there were quite a few species that did seem to say they liked the spinner bait, we'll take that out quickly, not too far, and just try to get like a couple of casts in just for something to wrap up with, like actually bringing some fish in. So yeah, we'll try the spinner bait out and see how it does. Oh, another new species. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, that's... Okay, those guys are too big for the small rods, so maybe I'll actually want to switch out to the medium here. Yeah, there we go. Get the Maple Scout, and get a good cast out. There we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. Once it's midair, that lets us get a lot of distance back. So that was a steelhead. I want to say that's a species of trout. But like it's pretty decent size. Like for being 2.2 kilogram and just like the little sprite work, bigger than I kind of thought it would have been. See if we can get one more of something and then end out the episode for today. And I guess round out the weekend for it. Oh, we got lucky with that one. 2.7. Really, for only like 0.5 kilograms, it looks so much bigger by the sprite work. But yeah, with that, we'll just quickly take these back to the shop, see how much they go for, and bring Cast and Chill to an end for another episode. It's one of those series that, again, just you can lose track of time pretty easily with it, but it's a really nice, just relaxing... take your time and relax with it. Yeah, so I think I've still got to see about getting... there is a walleye we'll probably want to go back for, see about trying to get that since that has a trophy. And there's even other species at the beaver dam that I didn't bring in, so we'll try going for that. But I think for spending right now, what we'll do is get for the heavy spoon bait, because that has walleye and something else. And yeah, we have to discover the species, then we unlock the different lures for them. But for now, I think we are good to end this episode of Cast and Chill right here and round out another relaxing weekend. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, And if you have any comments, tips, tricks, suggestions for any other games, or questions in general, be sure to leave them in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video episode, Anglers and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.